So I had this fun idea. What if I let ChatGPT create my styling client and I had to build them a fall wardrobe from scratch? So basically ChatGPT is going to give me their personality, their lifestyle, some style preferences, and I'll find pieces online that fit their vibe. I'll be putting together tops and layers, bottoms, shoes, accessories, kind of like building their starter wardrobe for fall. I'll explain how each piece works, how I style it, and everything will be linked as well, just in case you guys have that same aesthetic. So let me tell you about our fictional styling client. So her name is Olivia. She's 31. She works hybrid in marketing. She loves neutral tones and wants to feel more elevated this fall without losing comfort. And I feel like so many of us can definitely relate to that, okay? So today I'm going to be building her an effortless fall wardrobe that's full of comfortable, elevated pieces that all easily mix and match. And if you want me to do this for your personal style, I do offer styling sessions where I can help you build a wardrobe that actually works for your lifestyle. I'll have all the information linked down below, but let's just get into styling Olivia. Okay, so starting with tops and layers, this is where I always begin when building someone's fall wardrobe because it really sets the tone for their overall vibe. Now for Olivia, we're going for something effortless and elevated, so comfortable basics, some soft textures, and a few pieces that add that elevated feel without feeling too dressy. So first I start with a ribbed long sleeve tee, something fitted but stretchy in a neutral tone like taupe, cream, chocolate brown. This is one of those pieces that looks simple, but the texture instantly makes it feel a little bit more elevated. It's perfect for layering under blazers or cardigan, and it keeps that cozy but clean look. Next, a lightweight mock neck. This gives that put together fall look without being as heavy as a turtleneck. I go for something in a warm beige or soft charcoal. It adds that subtle sophistication and looks amazing with gold jewelry. And instead of a classic button-up, I'd pick a flowy buttonless blouse or like pullover top. This is a great alternative to a button-up because it's just as versatile and it kind of drapes nicely and it's not too dressy. This one can be like front tucked into jeans or worn loose under like a long coat. A knit Henley is another staple. It keeps things casual but still feels styled. I'll look for one in a soft rib knit, maybe an oatmeal or olive. It gives that cozy texture while still feeling pulled together. Now for balance, I'd add a slightly cropped sweater, nothing super short, but just to hit like, you know, right at the top of the waistline for high-waisted pants. It helps define the shape of outfits and flatters an apple body shape too, and it creates that nice proportion. Then of course, an oversized cardigan, something chunky but structured. I pick one with larger ribbing or tortoise buttons so it feels intentional and not like sloppy and just too casual. These are great for layering over tanks or tees and can double as like a light jacket. And of course, you cannot do fall without a classic crew neck sweater. I go for a neutral tone like camel or gray, something timeless that can be worn to work or on the weekends. I'll style this tucked into trousers or like layered over a collared top for a bit more structure. And then some sort of lightweight jacket or shacket is perfect for the in-between weather. You can go for one in a soft wool blend, something in a warm neutral plaid or a solid tan. It's casual, it's cozy, and it adds a little dimension to your simple outfits. I'd also include a sweater vest. It's such an underrated layering piece, but it's great over long sleeves or worn solo. And I love one that's a rib neck, slightly boxy fit. It gives that I tried without trying energy. And then finally, a knit polo or like a half zip. This is a fun alternative to a crew neck. It feels modern and trendy and gives that quiet luxury vibe. It's comfy, but it still feels like something you'd wear to like a coffee meeting or just like a casual office day. So all of these tops work together because they balance comfort and structure, okay? You can mix and match any of them and they all feel cohesive. The idea here is to build a mini fall capsule full of textures, rib knits, soft wools, cozy cottons that layer easily and that feel intentional. Now let's move on to bottoms. This is where we start grounding all those cozy tops into real wearable outfits. So for Olivia, I want pieces that are versatile, that are comfortable, and that can be dressed up or down easily. Since her vibe is effortless but elevated, I'm focusing on shapes that create those clean lines and that flatter the waistline without feeling too restrictive. So starting with a classic, a pair of straight leg jeans. Okay, I'd go for like a medium wash that feels relaxed but is still structured. The straight leg is timeless, it balances proportions perfectly, and it works with everything from ankle boots to sneakers, okay? I'd avoid anything too skinny or too wide. This shape keeps the outfit looking effortless, but it still looks put together. Next will be a relaxed trouser, something in like a drapey fabric like twill or soft wool blend, ideally with pleats or a bit of movement. This instantly elevates any look, even if you're just wearing it with a ribbed tee. And I love these for those quiet luxury fall aesthetic. It's minimal effort with maximum impact. I'd also include a dark wash pair of jeans. These are great for creating a more refined look, especially if you want something that you could wear to work and like a dinner out. I style these with a mock neck top and loafers for that chic, you know, low effort look. And then for the comfy days, I'd add a pair of knit pants, something ribbed or like slightly flared. They give that effortless loungewear vibe, but if you pair them with a structured top or like a trench, then they instantly look intentional. So it's basically comfort meets chic. A midi skirt is another must for fall. Something satin or like a soft knit is a great way to add a feminine touch without losing that easy, relaxed vibe. You can wear it with a crop sweater, an oversized cardigan, or even a half zip. It's one of those pieces that makes simple outfits feel styled. And for something a little bit trendier, a little bit more modern, I do a denim maxi or denim midi skirt. This gives that cool girl fall energy, especially when it's paired with like a structured sweater and some tall boots. It stills a classic, but it adds some visual interest to the capsule wardrobe. So again, for bottoms, I'm keeping it simple, a mix of denim, trousers, and one or two soft textured pieces. The goal is versatility. Everything here can be worn multiple ways, and that's what makes a wardrobe feel intentional instead of feeling overwhelming. Now let's talk about shoes, because this is really where your wardrobe starts to feel complete, okay? The right shoes can instantly change the vibe of an outfit. And for Olivia, I want pairs that balance that comfort, that versatility, and that, you know, quiet, elevated energy. So starting off with the obvious, a classic ankle boot, okay? You can never go wrong here. I'd pick a sleek leather or maybe even a suede pair with a low to mid heel in black or taupe. These are perfect with jeans, with trousers, even skirts, and they're the kind of shoe that instantly makes any outfit feel fall ready. Next up will be loafers. These are perfect for that effortless chic vibe that we're building, okay? I'd go for a structured pair, maybe in black leather or like a chocolate brown leather. They work for both the office, for errands, for coffee dates, and they instantly elevate jeans and sweaters without trying too hard. Then a good pair of clean sneakers. I love like a white or even like a beige off-white leather ones. It's something minimal with a sleek shape. They're great for balancing more structured pieces like your trousers, your blazers, and they keep your outfit feeling relaxed, but you still look styled and the outfit still looks intentional. And then for another fall staple, I'd add a pair of tall boots. They're perfect for midi skirts or like dresses, and they help transition those lighter pieces into the cooler weather. I'd go for like a soft brown or dark taupe, maybe a black. It feels warm and rich without being too bold. And then for like a lighter shoe option, maybe a ballet flat or a Mary Jane's, they are perfect. I choose a structured leather pair so they feel modern and trendy. These look so good with crop trousers or, you know, any of your straight leg jeans. And then finally, a mule or like a clog, something that brings that cozy, effortless feel. These are perfect for the in-between days where you want something easy, but you still want to be cute. They give that quiet, cozy charm that fits Olivia's lifestyle perfectly. So altogether, I suggest for her to start with just 3 or 4 of the pairs that I mentioned, and then she can just rotate those. Probably the ankle boots, the loafers, the sneakers, and then one fun option like mules or tall boots. That's all you really need to get started with a functional, elevated shoe lineup, and then she can add in some of those other ones that I mentioned later on. All right, let's swipe up her capsule wardrobe with accessories. My favorite part, okay, this is where the wardrobe starts to feel personal. Accessories are what's gonna take your simple outfit and make it feel more like you. And since Olivia's vibe is effortless and elevated, I'm focusing on those subtle details that bring warmth and personality, but without overdoing it. So first up, we have minimal gold jewelry. So your small hoops, your dainty necklaces, your like tennis bracelets or dainty bracelets, and those gold tones is gonna bring warmth to those neutral fall outfits. So they kind of add that polish. Even if you're just wearing, you know, a basic tee, it's all about those little finishing touches that make an outfit look a little bit more styled. And then next would be a structured leather bag. I go for something mid-size, you know, maybe big enough for her laptop and everyday essentials, but still sleek enough to wear outside of work. It's the perfect piece for her hybrid lifestyle because it transitions easily from her office days to dinner to errands. A neutral tone like black, maybe espresso, taupe, keeps it timeless and easy to pair with everything else in her wardrobe. And then for everyday use, I'd maybe add a crossbody or like a simple tote. It's those practical pieces that make your wardrobe actually work for your lifestyle, especially if you're commuting or, you know, working hybrid like Olivia. And then even though it's fall, sunglasses are still a must, okay? A pair of black or like tortoise shades add that quiet confidence. They make even the simplest outfits like jeans, sweaters, sneakers look styled. And then a belt is another small accessory that can totally shift the silhouette of an outfit. I love like a medium width leather belt with like gold hardware, perfect for cinching in a cardigan or adding that structure to jeans or your trousers. So accessories are really the finishing layer that makes everything feel cohesive, and you don't necessarily need a ton to get started. Just a few well-chosen pieces that you can mix and match across all of your outfits. That's what creates that effortless, elevated feel. Okay, so now that we've picked out all of Olivia's pieces, let's talk about how this capsule actually works together, because this is where the fun begins. So the whole idea behind this fall capsule is versatility and cohesion, okay? Every single item can mix and match, so no matter what she grabs in the morning, it's going to work. And her color palette, those warm neutrals, the creams, the camos, the browns, it's gonna keep everything effortless and feeling polished and put together. It gives her that cozy, elevated vibe that she's drawn to, but it still feels modern and easy, you know, for day-to-day wear. So for example, for her work day, she could style the tailored trousers with like a knit polo and the mid-size structured bag. It's professional, but it's still relaxed and comfortable. And then on like a casual Friday or, you know, a coffee run, she can do like her straight leg medium wash jeans, half tuck in like maybe a knit sweater, finish it off with some loafers or some sneakers for that laid back feel. For the weekend, she could again do like some jeans. She can do like a long sleeve tee under like her trench coat, throw on a scarf, and she's instantly in that cozy fall, you know, but still styled mood. And then if she wants something a little bit more elevated for like dinner or drinks, then like a satin blouse with her dark wash denim and heeled boots would be perfect. It's simple, but it's still chic. The great thing about this capsule is that it's just a starting point. It gives her a solid foundation that she can keep building on, like maybe adding a few trendy pieces or swapping out layers as the weather changes. Once you have those core items that all work together, getting dressed becomes so much easier, and you don't need a massive wardrobe to start, okay? Just the right pieces that actually fit your style and your lifestyle, and then you can kind of build out from there. And if you are watching this thinking, I want my own personalized capsule, that's literally what I help my clients with. And I don't just do like seasonal capsules like this video. I create personalized wardrobes that work all year round, okay? So instead of only having like a fall capsule or a summer capsule, you'll have a wardrobe that's built around you, your vibe, your body shape, what you actually are going to wear day to day. So if you want help editing your wardrobe, figuring out what your personal style is, or just putting together outfit formulas that you'll actually wear, I got you, okay? I'll leave all the information for my personal styling services linked in the description box below. Alrighty, so this is gonna wrap up Olivia's fall capsule. I hope this gave you some ideas on how to build a wardrobe that actually works for your life, not just for one season, but just as a foundation that you can keep building on. And let me know in the comments if you like this style of video. I would love to do another one, okay? And if you want help creating your own personalized capsule wardrobe, then I love to work with you one-on-one. Again, I have all the information linked down below for my personal styling services. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, hype it up, okay? Subscribe, share with a friend, and I will see you guys in my next one. Peace out.